Hello everyone, welcome to White Davy Gardening and Worm Farm. I am going to be doing my September garden update. So you know how 2 weeks ago we had frost, well not frost, freezing temperatures. In that video I said that the temperature went down to -3, but then on record it says that it went down to -8 that night. So I lost a lot of the vegetable in the garden. Thankfully, I had harvested most of it already, but my cruciferous plants survived the freezing. So, as you can see here, my broccoli has bolted, so I won't be getting any of these too. My pepper did not make it, so since then I have been covering it up under plastic so that it can keep warm and trap the heat overnight. These are my potted plants that I intend to bring indoors. Now, this is my turmeric. It is not doing well because of the frost or the freezing temperature that we had. Neither is my ginger. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be snipping it, deadheading it as it were. Deadheading, it means cutting off the dry parts so that they can regrow. I see that some of it is starting to regrow, so that is good. And my mint, look at how well my mint is doing. It is sending young suckers all over. It's looking so nice. And so is my parsley, so I'm pretty happy about that. My lavender is blooming. It's picking up quite well. My thyme look a bit strawny.
Aren't you gonna harvest the peppers?
And here I have a head of broccoli that's growing. I'm hoping that this one will not bolt. That would be so good to at least be able to harvest one. So I'm going to be keeping it underneath the plastic for now. So what I have been doing is I'm keeping it night and day underneath the plastic, because in the day it will heat up pretty much, because the temperatures are still in the 20s. It's cold in the mornings, but then by 3 o'clock, which is the peak of the day where sunlight or the heat is concerned, so I keep it underneath the plastic for it to heat up as much as it can and keep it covered. That way it will have a reasonable amount of heat to get it through the night. My kales, they are looking good. They're looking much better now than before. I guess because the temperature is not as hot as it was last month, so it is looking much better. And because it is underneath the plastic, so a lot of the cabbage moths are not able to lay their eggs on it, so they haven't been eating it down like they were doing before. But what has been happening is, because wasp has made their nest underneath this raised bed, so whenever I put the plastic on, they can't find a way to come out of the to come out from under the raised bed, so they come up and they're constantly underneath the plastic of the raised bed. So I have to be very careful when I'm opening it. Now, these are the carrots that I have planted in the box that I made for balcony gardening, and they're not doing well underneath the plastic. but I guess they might be a bit dry because I haven't watered them in 2 days.
Can I water them?
And over here I have my Russian kale, and I potted up a few of my callaloo. Some of them didn't die from the freezing because they were planted among the carrots, and because the carrots were so thick that they were able to save some of my callaloo. So I have 2 pots with callaloo in there. I'm going to be bringing these 2 pots indoors because I would really like to see what happened to those callaloo when they are inside. My Russian kale too have been doing so much better since the frost. I don't know if it is because the weather is cool or because I have it covered so the cabbage moths can't get to eat the leaves and make them look terrible. So that's what the leaves look like when the cabbage moths had access to it. But now we are seeing far less damage. The plant is looking a whole lot healthier. So I am not going to take these out of the ground just yet. I am going to just take off the leaves that I want to use and let them continue growing until the end of the growing season, when they won't grow anymore. Then I will take them out. As you can see, most of the bed is prepped for winter. That's compost that you're looking at. In this area where I have these Russian kale, I need to spread out that little hill of compost, and then I'm going to be using the mulch that you see in those buckets over there to cover the soil here. Now, although I have my vegetables still in this garden, I've already gone through and spread compost throughout the entire bed, and I've also gone through and spread 2 inches of mulch on top. So I need to go through with some cornmeal now to spread in the bin. And the reason I'm going to be spreading cornmeal in here is because I don't know if these wood chips have carpenter ants in them. And since as ants love cornmeal, I'm hoping that the carpenter ants is included among that, or among those who love the cornmeal, and that they will feed on the cornmeal and die off so that they won't get the chance to affect or start eating down my house. Because you know, these Saskatchewan houses are made of board. Oh, these grass, they are so resilient. So as you can see, most of you may have noticed that I had crushed rock on the pathway between these raised beds, and some areas had nothing. So I went through and covered them with mulch, wood chips, and I'm going to be going back. Are you gonna wet me up, child? I'm going to be going back to the compost depot next year to get more wood chips to put on top of what is here now, because I can see that the worms, sorry, not the worms, I can see that the grass is trying to grow through it. Rather than doing that where you're watering the outside, why not put it on the inside? Okay, so that is my update for now. Did you enjoy watching this video?
Please subscribe.
If so, why not take a moment to turn on your notification after subscribing to my channel? Give me a thumbs up and feel free to share this video with your friends. Thank you for watching and have yourself a wonderful day.